Hello everyone, and welcome back to our biblical journey. Today we delve into Genesis 26, immersing ourselves in the life of Isaac and the invaluable lessons it imparts. As we traverse through these ancient verses, we find ourselves in a time of severe famine. Amidst the despair, Isaac seeks divine guidance, a quest that brings him face to face with a promise from God. God instructs Isaac to remain in the land he designates, where blessings are promised not just for Isaac, but also for his descendants. This encounter sets the stage for our exploration today. It introduces the central theme of our narrative, navigating challenges with faith and reconciliation. It's about embracing the trials we face, holding on to our faith, and seeking reconciliation when the world around us seems to crumble. So come along, as we delve deeper into these ancient texts. Let's explore how this journey unfolded. As Isaac settled in Gerar, fear led him to deceive about Rebekah being his sister, not his wife. Here, we see Isaac, a man of faith, swayed by fear. Fear can sometimes cause us to make questionable decisions, just as Isaac did. He, like his father Abraham before him, misrepresented his wife as his sister. This act of deception was driven by fear for his life, but it posed a significant risk. In this narrative, we see how Isaac's fear jeopardized not only his own life but also the integrity of those around him. When we let fear dictate our actions, we can inadvertently cause harm to ourselves and others. This episode serves as a stark reminder of the importance of honesty and integrity, even when faced with fear. Now, let's consider the consequences. The Philistine king Abimelech discovered Isaac's deception, and instead of reacting with anger or vengeance, he confronted Isaac about his lie. This confrontation made Isaac realize the potential consequences of his actions. It's a powerful example of how our actions can have repercussions beyond our own lives. This narrative shows us that fear can lead us astray, but it also teaches us about the power of honesty, integrity, and accountability. It reminds us that our actions have consequences and that we must be prepared to face them. Abimelech, the Philistine king, confronted him, revealing the consequences of Isaac's actions. This confrontation led Isaac to reflect on his actions, a valuable lesson for all of us to consider in our own lives. Despite the rocky start, Isaac experienced tremendous prosperity. The land that was once barren now overflowed with abundance, yielding 100-fold of what was sown. His flocks and herds grew, so did his household. Isaac's steadfast faith and obedience to God's instructions were rewarded, and he became a prosperous man in Gerar. However, this sudden rise to prosperity wasn't met with applause from everyone around him. The Philistines, who were the inhabitants of the land, watched as Isaac reaped the blessings of his labor. Envy began to stir in their hearts, a common human reaction when witnessing someone else's success. But how did Isaac handle this success and the envy it stirred? He did so with humility and grace, without boasting about his achievements or looking down upon those around him. He understood that his prosperity was not solely because of his own efforts, but was a gift from God, a fulfillment of his promise. So what can we learn from Isaac's experience? When we too are blessed with success, we should remember to stay humble, acknowledging that our achievements are not solely a result of our own merits, but are blessings from above. And when others around us become envious, we should respond with grace, understanding that envy often stems from one's own insecurities and not from any wrongdoing on our part. Isaac's journey teaches us about navigating success with humility and grace. The envy of the Philistines led to Isaac leaving Gerar. As we delve into this scene, we find ourselves at a crossroads. Isaac, despite his prosperity, was met with hostility and envy. Yet instead of engaging in conflict, he chose a different path, a path of peace. Isaac's departure from Gerar was not a retreat but a strategic move towards reconciliation. He understood that conflict often breeds more conflict. So he made a choice to reopen the wells that his father Abraham had dug. This act was not just about accessing water, it was a symbolic gesture of reaching back into the past, of rekindling old bonds, and of embracing peace. Isaac's actions are a testament to his wisdom and his faith. He chose reconciliation over retaliation, peace over conflict. His story reminds us of the power of forgiveness and the strength of reconciliation. Isaac's actions demonstrate the importance of choosing peace and reconciliation over conflict. Isaac's journey took him through well disputes, Esek, Sitnah, and Rehoboth. Each well symbolized a unique stage in his journey, a testament to his faith and resilience. The first well, Esek meaning contention, was a site of dispute. Isaac, having dug a well, found himself contending with the herdsmen of Gerar. This conflict, however, didn't deter Isaac. Instead, he moved on, embodying the virtue of perseverance in the face of adversity. Next came Sitna, or enmity. Despite moving on from Isaac found himself in another quarrel over a well. This instance taught Isaac, and indeed teaches us, that life's trials might be repetitive, but with each encounter, we grow stronger, our faith deepens, and our resolve solidifies. Finally, there was Rehoboth, meaning room. Here, Isaac dug a well and found no dispute. He saw this as a sign of God making room for him to flourish in the land. This well symbolizes the blessing that often follows trials, a testament to the saying, "The darkest hour is just before the dawn." These wells, their names, and the experiences they represent, paint a vivid picture of Isaac's journey. They remind us that struggle and contention, while difficult, often lead us to places of growth and abundance. It's a reminder that through struggles we find spaces of flourishing. Isaac's journey led him to Beersheba, where God reassured him, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." Here in Beersheba, Isaac would face another test of faith, but he wasn't alone. The divine assurance he received wasn't a mere consolation. It was a potent source of strength, a reminder that God was always by his side, guiding him through the highs and lows. This divine reassurance wasn't just a one-off event in Isaac's life, it was a recurring theme, a promise that held him steady amidst life's tempests. Whenever Isaac faced a challenge, he turned to God's promises for comfort and guidance. He was not just leaning on God's word, he was living it out, fully trusting in God's faithfulness. Isaac's reliance on God's promises was not a passive acceptance. It was an active, dynamic faith. Every step he took, every decision he made, Isaac did so with the confidence that God was with him, guiding his path and shaping his destiny. This trust in God's promises did not just influence his actions, it shaped his character, molding him into a man of steadfast faith and unwavering trust. His reliance on God's promises also laid the foundation for his descendants. The faith and trust he demonstrated served as a blueprint for his children, a legacy of faith that would span generations. In times of uncertainty, Isaac found strength in God's promises, laying the foundation for his descendants. Abimelech and his advisors recognized God's favor upon Isaac and sought reconciliation. Now this is a pivotal moment in Isaac's story. Imagine the scene. Here's Abimelech, the same king who once confronted Isaac, now humbly approaching him. It's an act of humility, a testament to the transformative power of God's favor. But this isn't just about Abimelech's humility, it's also about Isaac's grace. Isaac could have held on to past grievances, but he chose forgiveness. He demonstrated a profound understanding of reconciliation's power, a lesson that echoes throughout the scriptures and into our lives today. Remember, reconciliation doesn't mean forgetting the past, it means acknowledging it, learning from it, and choosing to move forward, and that's exactly what Isaac did. He chose to let go of past conflicts, to foster peace, and to build bridges where there had once been barriers. And so, a sworn agreement was made. Abimelech and Isaac made a pact, a promise to do no harm to each other. It was a powerful symbol of their newfound alliance, a testament to the healing power of forgiveness. But the story doesn't end there. Isaac and Abimelech celebrated their reconciliation with a feast. It was an act of communal joy, a shared celebration of their restored relationship. It was a poignant reminder of how God's presence can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection. The sworn agreement and the subsequent feast symbolize the power of forgiveness and the transformative impact of God's presence. As we conclude our exploration of Genesis 26, we witness Isaac's journey of faith, humility, and reconciliation. Through Isaac's experiences, we've gleaned valuable lessons about facing adversity with courage, responding to success with humility, and choosing peace over conflict. Isaac's life underscores the transformative power of forgiveness and the enduring impact of God's promises. May these lessons inspire us to navigate our own challenges with grace and trust in God's promises. Join us next time as we continue to unravel the timeless wisdom of the Scriptures. Thank you for being a part of this spiritual journey.